Hi, Sam. How are you today?
I'm doing well, Alex. Excited to learn something new. What's the word for today?
Today, we're focusing on the word.
Rechts.
It means right in English, as in the direction.
Oh, like when I need to turn.
Rechts.
At the corner.
Exactly. It can also mean correct in certain contexts, like when you say something is.
Recht.
Or true. The most common usage is referring to direction.
I see, but are there any false friends I should be aware of?
Good question. Don't confuse.
Rechts.
With the English word reckless. They might sound a bit similar, but they mean very different things.
Can you tell me more about how
Rechts.
works in grammar?
Sure.
Rechts.
Is an adverb, so it doesn't have a gender or plural form. You can use it in sentences like
Ich gehe nach rechts.
which means I go to the right.
And what about past tense?
Since it's an adverb, it doesn't change in past tense. But if you use it in a verb context, like
Ich bin nach rechts gegangen.
it still means I went to the right.
That makes sense. Is there an imperative form for it as well?
Not really, since
Rechts.
is not a verb. You wouldn't tell someone, go right in an imperative form using
Rechts.
directly. But you might say,
Geh nach rechts.
which means go to the right.
Where does the word
Rechts.
come from?
It actually comes from Old High German,
Red.
which means straight or right. It's fascinating how language evolves over time, isn't it?
Yes. I love learning about the history of words.
In Middle High German, it developed into
Rechts.
which we still use today. The meaning has remained quite consistent throughout the centuries.
So how do you break down the word
Rechts.
Since it's a single word, there's no prefix or suffix to analyze. But you can think of it as having a strong association with direction and correctness.
That's a simple way to look at it.
Exactly. It's straightforward, which makes it easier to remember.
Are there similar words I can learn that are related to
Rechts.
Certainly. For example, we have
Recht.
which means law or right in the legal sense. Then there's
Rechtsanwalt.
meaning lawyer, where
Rechts.
refers to law and
Anwalt.
means lawyer.
interesting?
Also, consider
Rechtschaffen.
meaning righteous, where
Recht.
is combined with
Schaffen.
meaning to create or achieve.
What about others?
There's also
Rechtskräftig.
meaning legally binding, and
Rechtswidrig.
which means illegal.
I see a pattern there with.
Recht.
Yes. And don't forget,
Rechtzeitig.
meaning on time, and
Rechtsrheinisch.
meaning on the right bank in geographical terms.
Wow, that's a lot of words.
Let's practice using.
Rechts.
In some real-life situations. Imagine you're giving directions.
Alright, what should I say?
You can start with,
Gehen Sie nach rechts.
which means go to the right.
Okay, I'll try.
Gehen Sie nach rechts.
Perfect. Now, how about when you're asking someone for the correct answer?
I'd say.
Was ist die richtige Antwort?
Exactly. That's a great sentence. Lastly, if you're at a restaurant and want to ask if the dish is
Recht.
for you, you could say,
Ist das Gericht für mich richtig?
Let me try that.
Ist das Gericht für mich richtig?
well done.
Is there a pattern to remember the gender or usage of?
Rechts.
Since it's not a noun.
Since
Rechts.
is an adverb, it doesn't have a gender. However, remember that anything directional is often neutral in gender.
Got it.
If you encounter compound nouns, like
Rechtsanwalt.
the gender follows the last noun, which is masculine in this case.
Are there any common phrases or collocations with?
Rechts.
Absolutely. You might hear phrases like,
Rechts abbiegen.
which means to turn right, or
Recht haben.
meaning to be right.
That's helpful.
You can also say,
Das ist nicht recht.
which means that's not right, and
Rechts und links.
meaning right and left.
I see how they all connect.
Now, let's do a quick recall check. What does
Rechts.
mean?
It means right as in direction.
Great. Can you give me an example sentence with?
Rechts.
Sure.
Ich gehe nach rechts.
Perfect. How do you say to be right in German?
I think it's.
Recht haben.
Correct. What was the past tense sentence we talked about?
Ich bin nach rechts gegangen.
Exactly. And can you tell me one similar word to?
Rechts.
Maybe.
Rechtsanwalt.
Yes. Last question, what's the adjective form related to?
Recht.
I think it's.
Rechtzeitig.
Almost.
Recht.
Is the adjective, but
Rechtzeitig.
is related to time. Good effort though. To sum up, today we learned the word
rechts,
which means right. Remember its various uses, such as direction and correctness. You did a fantastic job today, Sam.
Thanks, Alex. I really enjoyed learning about
rechts,
and its connections.
I'm glad to hear that. Keep practicing, and you'll master this vocabulary in no time.
I will. Looking forward to our next lesson.